All right, guys, welcome. Let's get it. Let's see what we got for this week. As usual, we're starting with the USD CAD. USD CAD made a turn, and as you see, there is a possible divergence forming in the destroyer as well. We are on the low point of the market on the destroyer. So, you know the concept by low sell high, right? And this is, I think, the perfect combination of it. We are also above the zero line of Rema, which have also meaning in the trend. What are we looking for? But let's see on smaller time frames. On weekly, we got the nice divergence, and what we got is also on daily basis. This little one here, and we turn it into green after a structural divergence, and the REMA is has gonna have a potential cross on it, and if it turns green, here is the another target back to the high. Let's say this point. All right, so this it will be something good for the next coming week. It was a long up and down move actually, and some interesting fact. As you know, I show this every week, and right now the longs and shorts, how they are compared, and how we saw 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, and how we see it right now. Just crazy actually. Shorters and longers. We have still longers in favor, but what we see, what we're gonna see on the Euro USD might be not a long side of the market. All right, so this is what I'm looking for in the coming weeks. IBNZD, I would say still the same, but there is something happened in the structure. Like here, we went down. Here is also a divergence in the structure. So at this point, I would say, okay, on the Fibo as well, we see the structural divergence. We see the divergence in the destroyer as well. So what I'm looking for is kind of a harmonic pattern, and drawing something like this will be nice. Okay, this is the next probably move. Of course, we got the red sign, but still a bullish side of the momentum. But there is a potential after maybe some consolidation, we can see move down. Okay, and it will say that the NZD is about to dominate. What is another version, a possible version? uh, we are going a bit down, but the destroyer volume decrease like under this point, which will mean there will be also a divergence. So first, let's see if we break this point, or even to get this point actually, and where the volume gets here, and then we can take a conclusion of it. All right, on weekly basis, and still in the bearish side, didn't make the cross yet, but we see on the VVV plus break on zero line. Okay, this might not be tested back, in my opinion. 61 is still there. Okay, see the flip. Okay, so that's it for the NCD. What I'm looking for, this is a nice divergence. This can be a good start actually after divergence and one more divergence. All right. The Euro GBP had a fall down, but it didn't um, break the previous point of the price. So we got also a test back. Um, I would leave it alone. Like, I'm not trading either on the euro and the GBP right now. I would say focus more on the dollar the coming weeks. Of course, here still can find some opportunities as well. Um, this might be the target, but the resistance on break as well. Here was a retest. Second, so there's a retest on 38, and it's clear that the price didn't want it to break. No divergence. We see a convergence in the market, so it may continue go up, which means that the BXY gonna have some weakness. But when I mean weakness, let's see. I will check on the GBPs. All right, still the same, but this is still bullish for me. There's still the 61, which is I'm waiting for this level. Okay, there's still some place to move. Let's see on daily, and that's what I'm talking about. Here you see clear the divergence. What I see, guys, when you use the classic destroyer, those breaks, you can ignore those breaks and watch the previous point of the market. Okay, what I mean, look at this point and this point, not this point and this point. Okay, got it? So as you see, the market goes up and the volume goes down. So it might take another high in the structure, and this is the next move of the market. The DXY. Okay, here is what happened with the XY after the NFP. We got the cross, all right. This is a clear break, what we see after a long period from October, actually. It was a try, but it was not the right. You see, the zero line didn't cross. But right now, I think the momentum is strong enough to cross the zero line as well and to move up. All right, divergence formed, like I told on the previous Zoom on XAU, that was a clear divergence actually. And to be honest, last week was not easy for me because I got some bad news, and I didn't have that much concentration, and I leave it, or how can I say, that was not the most important thing to trade actually. Yeah. So, but there is still some opportunities in the XY. Let's see on weekly, and this is beautiful because we're testing the 38 feed level, and as you see, there is place enough to move up at least to the 61. Okay, so that's what I want to see. If you look at this move right here, this is what you see when you take the wall move into the Fibonacci. Okay, I use a different kind of Fibonacci. If you are my older students, you know what this means actually. But this is the important thing. It went up in one straight move and made it back to the 50%. So on long-term run, this could reach new highs actually. And that's also what I was talking about weeks and weeks before, because those yearly candles just starting and it's extremely bullish, and the monthly the same actually. See the turning point of this is just awesome, right? So I will looking for this for the coming week. In fact, the XY finally didn't reach the target. It was close by, but we didn't reach the target. And we see on REMA the cross finally. It was also a long run from October, and the momentum is about to change. Okay, I saw the structural divergence which I drew also last week, and now is probably time to break the zone, the zero line, I mean. All right. Here was the target zone, but if you see the FIBO going down as well, so here is the FIBO 61, we didn't reach the 61, we were close by. There is no divergence, there is a convergence, but as you see, we are still under the zero line of drama, and that still means there is a down move. For first sight, I will say, let's see if we can make retest on this trend line. This is my first actually target zone on the XY. Okay, the REMA is far away yet, but this can change next week as well. You know how the EXY can move and what the GPY is able to do when we're sleeping. There is a possible movement of hundreds of pips actually. So yeah, let's see what the AXY is about to do. The AXY, there was also divergence, same as the XY actually, but in reverse on the last period. I said here we are maybe going down, but there was still in the picture on a weekly basis. I drawed this. Our target zone didn't reach a few pips missed actually, but now I'm looking for the change in the momentum. Okay, you see also here tried to break the price. Here was also a try and break, but this candle is just hard enough to break that zone. And also the structural divergence, what you see on the VVV plus, I think it's about going down, and if it does, this is the target point, what I'm looking for. And if it happens, then this point as well. Okay, let's see this XY. More nice than weekly. So we didn't break the under shoulder. Actually, as you see, we didn't get the break, but the head and shoulders pattern is actually finished here, because here is the one shoulder, here is the head, here is the second shoulder, and it went right back to the high from where we were started. And this point was also divergence on this level. I didn't make any changes on the chart from last week. We didn't break, and it's good actually. It's good that we didn't break. You see here the divergence, okay, which is also a good sign on weekly. And let's see on daily. This is just okay. Right now, what I'm doing is just clear everything. and get new perspective. This is already happened. Okay, no more in that pattern anymore. Let's see the new wave of the market. What we seeing here right now, there is no divergence. We see convergence, and the RIMA also crossed, and the EMA is a bit above the zero line, but it can fast change. As you see, we broke the zero line as well. So let's see first this level. If we break this level, then a second, and then you can trade zone to zone. Let's see. Okay, there is no stop from the zones. Here under is a bigger zone, but that's it. Okay, this is something strong on weekly. Okay, you shouldn't not ignore that, which will mean as well not only the ZXY but also the AXY. Although here is no divergence, here we see convergence, but here our target zone were reached. Okay, nice. That was a correct move of the market. Also no divergences here. Look, this is amazing on the RMA. Okay, this is just amazing, and we got the cross, but what I'm seeing right now is this. Okay, there is a divergence, and but the divergence isn't formed yet. Okay, so probably I don't think this will be about divergence. What I think is it's more likely that the chart's pushing down, actually, as well the AXY as well as the XY. There is a 61, so there is chance for a new wave, and same here, you know, guys, buy low, sell high, and this is on a high point of weekly. Okay, now as you see, when the price gets so high points in weekly, although we have no divergence, we got a convergence. Like here we got a convergence. All right, it wasn't a big move, but it's still a bearish movement back down, which formed a divergence in this form and went back up. All right, so let's see for that bearish movement, and as you see, the REMA is still under the zero line. So I'm looking for that point of the market to get this. I think we don't need that, and let's see the movement going down. The SXY, we got divergence from two sides, actually from down, from the upper side. So, you know, always the last divergence is valid. And let's see, reach those points which I marked already. First is same thing here. No divergence, there is a convergence and a possible back move, although the REMA is still on the bullish side of the market. But I think this will be a realistic target as well. Okay. Also strong divergence. The BXY reached our target. We didn't reach the second one. And you already see that the momentum is switching right there. All right, there was a divergence formed. I wrote here something. I don't know what it is. Let's see. Okay, after the breakout, I wrote here a trend line as well, which goes by like this, and then like that, and then like that. We get to the point of the break retest where the divergence formed, or on the weekly side actually. and this could cause also a long term, as you see this fall, right? Back to the Fibonacci. No, this is not a beautiful chart, but it's also like of almost the same pattern what we see on the DXY. Okay, back tested the 50 from the 50. We got a clear rejection with a divergence. So yeah, let's go down. Okay, and first, let's say the trend line, but you know what? It's gone. Don't care about it. The new perspective of the market. Okay. So sometimes it's just important to delete everything and start again from the point what you are actually seeing in the market. So don't look back on what happened, but you're starting to see what's happening in this moment right now. Okay. And what we see right now is a divergence. So I would say focus on that daily. We see the break on the REMA as well. So it's getting pretty interesting for next week. Let's see this XY first. Also divergence, a bit of divergence, and we are about to cross the REMA, in my opinion. And divergence as well. Okay. Just have to form and then let's go down. Also divergence on a smaller time frame on daily, and this should break coming days. First target is here. I think there will be a high liquidity the coming weeks. All right, and let's see the XRUSD. Same concept here. Buy low, sell high. We're on the high point of the market, and what we see is a huge reversal move by the NFP. No, we don't see a divergence or what else. We see a convergence, dancing on 61, and on the daily. Okay, let's take this a bit. Should be like that, centimeter of down, and here the constantly divergence what were formed actually in the market. Just that was just beautiful. And there was a break on Thursday, and it was Friday, and that was also a bit painful to miss that move actually, because I showed you this divergence last week, and everything was just so beautiful. But yeah, when the concentration goes to the different side, then it's better to leave it alone, in my opinion. All right, let's see some GBPs, what I was talking about. Most of, as you see, what are you seeing right now? If you see the indexes, what are you seeing? The most of the index pairs are in red, and only one currency is in green, and that's the DXY, which means dollar is dominating. All right, when the DXY stacks, then the rest of the currencies have some strength in the market, and they can do some movement. And then we are looking for the weaks and the strongs, but we got only one strong right now, and we have to search which is the weakest in this structure. And as how the last market closed, you see already the weakest pairs, which is AXY, ZXY, AXY, and then SXY, BXY, and AXY and CXY. If you could follow, just look at the changes, okay? Or I can switch it up like this, okay? And you see CXY, XY, XY, SXY, BXY, XY, CXY. So what you have to do is the strongest against the weakest and looking for the opportunities. All right, let's see into the okay, here on weekly you see the divergence clearly, but it's also still and the bullish side of the REMA, but I think there's something just too strong, and there is also no divergence possibility because the previous low, which was here, is broke already, and we are heading to the bearish momentum with this. Maybe one pullback or something, but on week term, I want to see this going down. Actually, that's not beautiful, but this is beautiful. Also, the same pattern what we see from 60, 61, testing back, and yeah, that's going down. Here is a cryptocurrency what I showed you in the chat last week, I guess. It's made maybe only on this broker, because I didn't sell this move because I would probably cash out if I sell this. It was a peak of 600, something like that, but as you see, is moving apart. The rest of the cryptos are in red, but he is just moving the auto. And I think there is more potential in it. I already sent to you. Here was also divergence on daily. I already sent to you what is about auto. I think that's also something interesting. Yeah, let's see a bit of BTC. We're getting the REM across, but what we see is the volume goes down, but I won't calculate this. Let's calculate this low in the market. Okay, first of all, this is the point, and if this point doesn't break, we're gonna get, and I don't think it's about to break, we're gonna get a big divergence in the structure. Let's see on weekly. There's still a place to move. As you see, here was a try, almost the same like here, but this is this is a bit stronger of structure because look at the difference. Here we went up, here we went up, and we didn't cross the REMA. And the next move, when it was a divergence, we got the cross, but right now this is the first move. And if we go back down, there will be probably a divergence. All right, you know, Flexi is on 38 and 61. And if it goes down, I think there will be a huge divergence and it has to go back up. But what we see normally, how the crypto reacts on the news, especially when it's high volatile news from NFP or whatever, the crypto market didn't move. And the other side, the crypto market went up yesterday and the day before, I guess. Oops. And some of the cryptos went back up, not that much, but um, it's interesting how it's not combined by this. All right, let's see what happened at the NFP the Friday. Right, here was the NFP 14 hour. It went down and back up. Okay, a bit down, back up. But what you saw in the Forex market was a complete different thing, and that's a good sign for crypto, in my opinion. To reach the low as well. So this is the currencies what I'm looking for actually, because I think those are interesting projects. And also, the holochain is one of my starters. When I started investing in the crypto world, it was this move like back in 2019. I had some investment or 20, and this got a big push. And lucky for the unlucky, I cashed too early out from this movement actually, but there is still high potential in the holochain for the long-term run. As VTC as well, you see where the price is and where the price was. The RFID behind is just amazing. And let's talk about not the auto but the zero. When I'm just, for example, look on the BNB. All right, this is not the same, not the same at all. Okay, this is something different. What happened to BNB was the crypto exchange, like it went from 0 point whatever to 600. And on the second thing, the crypto.com was not focused on making money, or how can I say, it was not focused on to get the coin better or whatever, but to get reclam about the World Cup, Formula One, UFC, NBA, the Serie A, and the rest of what the crypto is about to sponsor. And when you see a bigger event in the sports world, you don't see the Binance or something, you see the crypto.com. And I think if the BNB, the Binance coin, to do this, what on the long term run, what can be happened on the CRO? Although this is very ugly, okay, this is just very ugly. But think about the long term run. What is the possibility of this coin in years, in 2, 3, 4, 5 years? Because if another coin could go from 0.1 to 500 to 600, another firma which made reclam in their last 3 years and got big contracts with big tech companies, what is the possibility you're in for the long term? Ask the question from yourself and think a bit about it. The XRP won actually. XRP is one of the coins which didn't go over when the rest of the coins just had a rally or went up and something, and was also paid because of the government. But they won actually. So my opinion, is still XRP the fastest way to send money from A to B, and the most cheapest, in my opinion. I don't know if there is any cheaper transaction method than XRP. Uh, Tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think so. But tell me if you know it otherwise. The ECP. Um, I don't know that much about ECP, but the Internet Computer. Um, I saw some things which is about to make a smartphone combined with already a wallet of the ECP and etc. etc. And yeah, actually, when the coin started and where the coin is right now, I just the capital was stand behind, and if I know it good, there is a Swiss bank behind of the ECP. Then I think this is also something for long term, and this trend line as well might be broken. So let's see if we can back retest on this trend line and to make a biggest move. Okay, and I don't know where is the stop because it didn't have yet a bull run. All right, this is the new coin of 21, so it's just 2 years old. The rest have to come on the ECP. But it's also interesting, or I found interesting when I learned about the ECP. So take a look on it. Okay, the Shiba just I know it sounds like a joke and it's a meme coin like Doge, but there is some people in heroin right now that could make plenty of money with Dogecoin, even if it was like a farm or something. And the capital behind of sheep, I'm looking for the same thing what happened with Doge. Okay, this already boomed like a motherfucker. Like, yeah, it was a big boom. But what is about to come is still, I think, you know, people need some stupidity, or how can I say? They need some coins like this because you know the master they're gonna get strong, and if the ship goes up, they're gonna push more and etc. And believe it or not, but it's gonna have an influence on it. And yeah, this can easily make this move again, easily, and even higher. Okay, so it's a joke coin, but there is still potential. I don't care which is or what. I'm also always looking to the charts and depend on the charts how I reacting on the market. You can say Dogecoin is also a shitcoin or whatever, but if the chart's showing, I can show you actually the Doge movement, and I think this is what I was talking about 2 years ago. Oh, oh, interesting. I don't think I was looking for this for a while because yeah, I remember. This was a move what were looking for, and still, you see what's happening right now on the REMA on a weekly basis. It's trying to break, and if it happens, and also see where the dog is for a shitcoin. I don't know, maybe eight on the list, or I don't know which right now is the dog. Okay, but the thing is, let's see. I think I was looking for the daily chart. Yep, I was still looking for the divergence, and I think it was only the VV plus, but there was structural divergence, and this happened. Okay, here is a small divergence on the system, and here I think Elon Musk or something pushed the market, but we could see this beautiful flag, and then boom, then again a longer correction and went up. So I don't care about the name of the coin or whatever. I'm looking for the potential and what it can bring. Okay, and Luna, the Luna. Crazy, isn't it? Like read. Here was the Rem across. It is a bit funny actually, but yeah, what happened is just okay, that's out of the league. Okay, but we saw the sign, actually, and what we're seeing right now. To get a bit correction, went up, go back down, but see those points, the market is about to move up. Here's the previous low, and until we didn't break this point, we're gonna get back up, right? One low, two low, and we did the third low. Okay, that's one of people just not beautiful, more beautiful. All right, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and see you next week.